That is a Cicada from Olinthus, and I am extremely excited because this is the cutest pedal that I have ever seen. It is not just fun-sized, it is super fun size. It is smaller than a fun size candy bar, or as Olinthus describes it, it is the size of a 9-volt battery. Just mind-blowing, most likely the smallest effects pedal on the market today. So a massive thank you to Olinthus for sending me this tiny pedal so that I could test it out for you on a not so tiny instrument, the bass. As you can guess by this pedal's green looks and its sound, the Cicada is modeled after the classic Screamer Overdrive sound. And before we get into that, you're probably wondering how this thing even works. It doesn't have a foot switch. It doesn't even have sides. Where does the power go? It's all thanks to the included TRRS adapter cable that comes in the packaging. Let's see how it all plugs in. Rewinding just a little bit, I want to show off the gorgeous reusable tin that the Cicada arrives in. We're gonna open it up, there it is. Inside, we would also find the cable, we'd find a little instruction card, as well as a really cool sticker. With no input or output jacks, we're gonna operate the Cicada using this one jack at the very top. This one's gonna take the singular end of the TRRS cable. Next up, we connect our power supply right here. And boom, we just press on the whole front of the pedal. It's gonna trigger a little lever right here. And on and off we go, up to 250 pounds. So you can still kind of step on the pedal. It's gonna be safe. We don't wanna slam it, but you can operate it normally. Lastly, we have our blue and our red ends. Our blue one is our input, our red one is our output. So I will take the pedal before in my chain and pop it right into the blue. We're ready to go. This red one can now take us to our amp or whatever you're going to next. With all this in perspective, you can really get creative with A, where the pedal is gonna go, and B, how you wanna route the adapter and everything else. You could even probably mount this underneath your board and it would be super low profile and almost could serve as like an always on pedal. So there's a lot of ways to configure the Cicada. It can be anything you want it to be. It's literally the size of a big bug, so have fun with it. And now for the most important part, the tone. I captured all the tones you heard in this demo through my Boss GX10 using a really clean studio designed patch so as not to obscure the pedal. As for the Cicada itself, I found it to have a very strong mid-range, which is characteristic of a screamer. I enjoyed that because it gave my bass a lot of bite and grit. At higher gain settings, things were really aggressive. At lower gain settings, it had just the right amount of edge. And to manage my low end, I found it very easy and intuitive to balance out my tone settings with the drive. Generally, the higher the drive, the darker I went with my tone. It kind of rolled back some of that high end. And then I chose to often marry all of that with the tone knob on my all-passive Fender Precision bass. I usually like to keep my tone knob up almost all the way, but this pedal actually invites that communication between the instrument and the pedal itself to get that perfect organic blend. And with lower tone knob settings on my instrument, I could get the more of the warm vintage side of this effect. And so overall, the Olinthus Cicada is an awesome overdrive for bassists. It's rich, it's dynamic, and it's gonna respond well to any technique you throw at it. Whether you're fingerstyle, using a pick, anything in between, there's something for you here. So thank you so much for watching. I would love to know quite literally how you would fit this pedal into your rig. Is it going on your board? Are you doing something wild like putting it on your guitar strap? I don't know, but drop me a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.